Okay, Coach, we're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Fielded about a yard deep.
Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready. Let's go. Right there. 56. All right.
Throwing on first down. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number one from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Come on.
They'll look to throw here. And an acrobatic catch there by Watkins. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the safety creep.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. The open man here, Renfro. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want...
And he's in! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! C.J. Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check nine.
Operating from the gun. Love. It's caught by Sanders. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Back to throw. Love. And this one complete to Smith. The penalty set him back. Now a big play moves him forward. It's 2nd down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
That one good for 26 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive play.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. 7-7, our score after one. On 1st and 10, Love. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on second down. Love looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to fire one deep over. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, exit. It's going to be a long day. Mike 42, Mike 42. So don't say nothing.
2nd and 6. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Set. 10-2, sir. Here we go. 6-6. 5.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Hassan Reddick coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point right down the middle. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Throwing after the interception. Love. Throw Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, Love. Slide, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Love. Flushed out right. He's going to take off. And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 51 to Mike. 50.
Looking to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
90 full. 6-6. Pull it high.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here is Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Ggng. You draw closer.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play?
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run with Drake, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Let's go. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Throwing on third and long. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Back to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 21 yards there on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Okay, ready? X3. 218. Chop.
2nd and 11. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
94. General West.
It's Eckler again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
On the double. Choose the mic. Check, boy, choose the mic. Check right, check right. Check 37, check 37.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Anderson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
They'll set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Dexter Lawrence, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And his kick here is good. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Ready? Wide, get wide. Check 13.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 51. Hey, check. Check 15. Check 15. Kill.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Y'all playing the wrong football. He's checking. Crap. Hey, switch gears.
On 4th down. Low. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Here we go. 50 plants. Right, 54. I got you.
A give. Eckler running to the right. And he's got room. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Austin Eckler. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is score.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Desmond King picks it, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution, because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Hooker. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.